Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another short tutorial video for North Greenville University. My name is Christopher Sloan. I am with NGU IT Services, and today we're going to take a short journey through the Student Portal. The Student Portal is a very important resource that you will use every day as a student at North Greenville University up until the time that you graduate. So the first thing we want to do is open up our web browser. You can use Internet Explorer, Firefox, any web browser that you choose. Here we're going to use Safari on our Mac. So open up your web browser, come up here to the URL entry bar, and you're going to type in student.ngu.edu. Hit enter. You can also get to the Student Portal through the NGU website, www.ngu.edu, and you will see a link for the Student Portal. You can either do that or go in direct as we've just done, whichever you prefer. Okay, so here we are at the login screen. We're going to go ahead and log our student in. Our student's name is Bruce Wayne, for all you Batman fans out there. So we're going to go ahead and just plug in his username and password. And down here you'll see the term field. This should always be defaulted to the current term. If it isn't, you can change this, and we're going to actually do this for Mr. Wayne since we have data loaded in here for the fall 14 term. So we're going to do that here. You shouldn't have to change this if you're working on the current term because, again, it should always default to the current term. But for our purposes here, we're going to go to fall 14. Let's log in. And the first page we come to once we're logged in is the home screen. You can tell over here on the left side, home is selected in red. This will always be the first screen that you see when you log into the Student Portal. The middle section here is Student Portal News. You'll want to keep up with this because this is information that is always changing. This is information about stuff going on around campus, about things that possibly the registrar's office is doing, the business office. This is important information here that you're going to want to pay attention to and you're going to want to keep up with because, again, it is constantly changing. Over on the right side, you'll see your student ID. You'll also see your chapel seat assignment if you are not an online student, if you're actually taking live courses at North Greenville on campus. You can see your printer account balance right there on that link. And if you have any important forms, you can click this link right here and you'll be able to see some of those. As you see below here, we also have your courses listed for the term. These are the 5 courses that Bruce Wayne is taking for the fall of 14. And under here you can also see the button that will take you to view your personal calendar. Over on the left side, here's a place right here where you can change the current term. This is the same as what you saw when we logged in. If we click this button here, you can see here are all the terms listed. We're going to stay with fall 14. We don't have a reason to change the term right now, so we're just going to keep that there. All right. Just click the back button here. And if you click on Edit Profile, this is your personal information as far as your address and phone number and that sort of thing. If you see anything that might need some editing, you can come over to the Edit button for that particular bit of information and change that. Our log out button is right here. Of course, we're not going to do that right now, but we'll do that when we're done with this tutorial. These 3 letter A's right here, these represent different font sizes. The default is the middle font size. If it's too small for you to read, you can always click the bigger A and you'll see that it changes to the bigger font size. If you want more information on the screen, you can always go smaller. And there you see that the font changes to a smaller size there. But we're going to stick with our middle font here that works for us for this tutorial. And we're going to go back to the home page and you'll see that's where we started when we first logged in. You come on down to calendar and this is your personal calendar view. Mr. Wayne doesn't have a whole lot going on. We haven't put much stuff in there for him right now, but you'll be able to see events that are going on in your calendar there. Student directory is just what it sounds like. This will show you a list of all currently enrolled North Greenville students along with their email address. If you want to send an email message to an individual student, you can come up here and find their last name through the alphabetical listing up here. And Once we find the student we want to send an email to, we'll just click on their email address right here. This will bring up a send message window in your favorite email client, whether it be Outlook, Apple Mail, whatever you use. You'll be able to send an email message to that student. Moving on to document tracking. Document tracking is a way to store all of the important documents that you have, any kind of emergency fact sheets that Student Life might collect from you, any kind of form that you might get for tax season, tuition, anything of that nature you're going to be able to find here in document tracking, and you'll be able to see a list of these, and you'll be able to do some viewing of some of those documents here. Mr. Wayne does not have any documents at this time, so nothing is showing up here, but you'll want to definitely take a look at that when you get a chance to get in and play around with the Student Portal a little bit. Under Administrative Services, the course offering is a listing of all the courses that are being taught during the term. You can see all of that information in the course offering screen right here. There are several pages to this. You just choose the page that you want, or just go to the next page or the previous page, depending on what you're looking for. Going on down to degree audit, we do not use degree audit at North Greenville, so you can ignore this option. Registration, this is what you and your advisor will use when you register for the next term coming up. This will show you your current schedule for the current term, and you will, again, your advisor will help you with this when it's time to register for the next term. I'm going to click our back button here, leave this page. All right, and then the next item is my schedule. As you might guess, it will show you your current schedule for the term. You give it a couple of views on here. You have a weekly schedule view, as well as just a listing of the courses that you're taking, section numbers, the course numbers, the instructor, when they meet, the time and date. Going on down to My Ledger, this will show you any money that you owe or any money that is owed to you. You'll have a listing of different line items here. You can see that Bruce Wayne has some science lab fees and tuition payment. He owes almost $8,000 here, and you can make payments from right here on this screen. And you can also see any pending financial aid or housing charges. This will also show you scholarship information and any kind of credits that you might have on your account as well. Going on down to My Financial Aid, this will show you any scholarships, any grants that you might be receiving for the current term. Bruce Wayne doesn't have anything, so you're not seeing any data here for him. Let's go on down to My Holds. A hold is anything on your account that you might need to take care of, such as a parking ticket, a library fine, things of that nature. All of those items are going to be listed on this screen. Bruce Wayne does not have any holds here, so that is good. It's important to note that you will not be allowed to take final exams until all of your holds are taken care of. So you might want to try your best to get as few holds as you can during your time as a student here at North Greenville. Moving on down to My Grades. We have a couple of different ways of looking at grades here. You can do letter grades or number grades, as you can see. So let's do letter grades first. We're going to select either midterm or final. We don't use narrative grades, so you can ignore that. I don't believe Bruce Wayne has gotten to midterms in this term, but we'll look and see here. And you can see his courses. He does not have any midterm grades yet. He has not been taking any of these exams for this current term. So as soon as he does, you'll see these midterm letter grades show up in this column right here. The same is true with number grades. We're going to do the same thing. Come up here and select midterm grades. You won't see any letter grades or number grades in this case, but you will see numbers here that will correspond with the credit hours that you've earned for those particular classes. Going on down, transcripts work very similar to the way the letter grades and number grades work. We have letter transcripts and number transcripts. So let's look at the letter transcripts. And if you don't know, a transcript is a cumulative record of all of your course grades from the time that you enrolled at North Greenville. and you'll be able to see every semester, every term that you've taken, every summer term, everything, all your grades in one spot. Right here we can see the credits that have been earned or that will be earned during the term here for Mr. Wayne, and the number transcript will tell you the same thing. It just uses numbers instead of letters, just like the grades section over here. The final piece of the student portal we want to look at is under course management, called My Courses. We'll click there. Again, you see a listing of all of the courses that Mr. Wayne is taking here in the current term. We're going to select one of these courses that we want to look at in a little bit more depth. Now, we don't use everything that you're going to find here in course management. We use Blackboard for most of our course management work here at North Greenville, but there are a few things that you can look at here. Anything that is in red is clickable. Anything that's not, we pretty much don't use. But you'll see different parts of course information that you have when we selected your particular course, and this is available for every course here. Textbooks, for one example. You can see your class attendance here, and you can also get some data and stats on how much you have used the student portal. We'll just take a look at textbooks here real quick. There are no books for this particular course, this human biology. This is a lab. Lab is not going to have a book for it. So let's go back and let's actually choose another course. Let's look at the actual human biology course. Let's see there. See if there's not a textbook for this either. If there is textbook information, you'll see it here on this screen. So let's go back. And again, you can see attendance information here. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You can just click through these and see how each one of these works for you. And then your portal usage will show you how many times you've hit the page, how long you stayed there, what page you looked at, and then a total accumulation of each one of those hits. So that's about it, guys. That's the student portal. And I hope you have found this tutorial very informative and very helpful. Again, it's one of the most important pieces of information you will use as a student here at North Greenville during your entire time that you're here. Thanks for paying attention. When you're done, you can just hit the log out button right here, and you're all finished. As always, if you need help, please contact the NGU IT Services Help Desk. You can come visit us in Donnan Room 211 right behind the big TV screen, or you can always email us at helpdesk@ngu.edu or call us at 864-977-7272. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.